everyone, I got news for you. Normal Democrats, come on over. Come on over to the Republican side, because like I said, I used to be a Democrat, and the people last night or the night before in the city council blowing whistles and screaming about ICE when they were actually trying to take care of other business and acting like a fool. You are showing people who are Democrats where the Democrat Party is going, and they're not aligning with you. You're screaming, you're holding your fists up, and you're talking on a turn, and you're being absolutely disrespectful during a city council meeting because you're a spoiled brat and your mama should have spanked you. You were a spoiled brat, and now you're looking like a fool. Well, guess what? Thank you. Keep looking like a fool. Keep blocking streets in Minnesota and not letting people come in and calling everyone a fascist, even though you're acting like a Nazi and a fascist and a whatever, all these stupid words that they don't even really know the meaning of. Keep doing it. We're appreciating it over here in the Republican Party. I had 3 people call me last night and ask me how to turn into a Republican. I said, baby, you're already there. They're like, I can't even stand it. The Democrat Party has lost their freaking mind. Keep doing it. Keep acting like a fool, because more and more people are coming on over to the Republican Party, because we are the party of common sense and sanity. We are not out there screaming the loudest person in the room. You think you're right? You're not right. You are on the wrong side, and history will show it. There is a mass exit out of the left party. Mass exit. And they are coming over to the Republican side. I've had numerous phone conversations. I've had numerous messages in my DMs texting me saying, they've lost me. They have literally lost me because of these stupid policies, the whole frantic school bus thing, the lawsuit on the Duluth Public Schools suing ICE, even though there's not one case of ICE trying to get a kid in Duluth ever, even in Duluth, period, let alone our school or bus stops. You've lost your mind, and now you're losing your party, because next time it is going to be the red wave, because all you Democrats are coming on over to the red side, and we appreciate you, we welcome you, and we will educate you. Come on over.
She's 100% correct, man. We are accepting on their side of the aisle, contrary to Democrats' beliefs, right? Because they always preach about, oh, Republicans are bad, Republicans are racist, Republicans are mean, nasty, and terrible people, blah, 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 blah. But it's really them. It's genuinely them. It's all about, and I've said this 1,000 times, it's all about love and positivity and acceptance and all of that fluffy stuff until you disagree with them. And then all of that goes out the window. Then they'll be willing to take a bat to your skull simply because you disagreed. Simply because you disagreed. Don't tell them that you like Trump. Oh, that is an absolute sin. They might do some unspeakable things to you. You say that, my goodness. But over here, hey, if you tell us that, you like Kamala, we aren't going to hurt you. We might laugh at you. We might crack a joke on you, but we won't physically hurt you at all. It's crazy. It's crazy. But it is a beautiful thing to see people waking up and leaving the Democrat Party. Now, to be fair, not everybody is coming over here to the Republican Party. Not everybody, okay? But that's okay. That's okay. I mean, I would love for everybody to come over to the Republican Party. The more the merrier, right? But sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. Like this.
Growing up, I used to consider myself a Democrat. My parents are Democrats. I used to have a lot of friends that were Democrats. Now that I no longer consider myself a Democrat, I've noticed that Democrats are by far the most judgmental people. They like you as long as you believe what they believe. Democrats don't want to talk things out with you. Instead, they want to put labels on you like you're a fascist. They say they want you to be open-minded, but really, they just want you to be open-minded to what they believe. Growing up,
that was well said. They say they want you to be open-minded, but in reality, they just want you to be open-minded to what they believe, their worldview. And this young lady posted as well for the record, I don't identify with any political party. So there you go. You know, not everybody is coming over to the Republican Party, but that's okay. That's fine. Maybe one day, Peachy Maxing on TikTok. Maybe one day you will. Maybe one day you will. The grass is greener over here. Trust me. Trust me. It's most certainly greener. And that's coming from someone who used to be a Democrat myself, right? I used to be a staunch Democrat. Well, I wouldn't say a staunch Democrat because I wasn't one of these folks that was out here protesting and doing. I've always thought protests were like just a waste of time. You know, am I alone in that sentiment? Y'all let me know. You ain't gonna catch me out here protesting. I got better things to do. You know what I mean? Than to be marching in the streets waving a sign. Like, nah, son, I'm cool. No, thank you.
I walked away from the Democratic Party after being a registered Democrat for over a decade. I was an activist on the left for like 20 years, and I was raised a Democrat. But I walked away because I realized that the modern Democratic Party does not reflect the values of liberals anymore, or certainly doesn't reflect any common sense values, not in my opinion. But a lot of the reasons why myself and other liberal-leaning individuals voted for Barack Obama were because a lot of his policies and ideas. And those same policies and ideas are now demonized by the Democratic Party. For example, Barack Obama was very strict on our border. He deported the crap out of people. He implemented travel bans from certain countries for we all know what reason, right? And most of us liberals, we were like, hey, dude, you're doing a really good job. But then fast forward a few years, which I had TDS for the longest time, but fast forward a couple years, now Donald Trump's doing it, and now the entire Democratic Party is like, this is bad. This is bad. We cannot have borders. Borders are invisible lines. This is stolen land, and everybody who comes here should get free health care, even if they're here illegally. And if you don't believe us and you don't agree with us, then you need to be wiped off the internet. You shouldn't be allowed to talk.
And all these illegals should get free health care, even if it means we blow our budget. I mean, look at New York City. Zohran Mamdani is trying to raise taxes, or is trying to convince Kathy Hochul, the governor of New York, to raise taxes. And if that doesn't happen, he's threatening to raise property taxes on New York City residents. And one of the things that he's proposing to use said extra money for is to pay for health care for illegals. I'm not kidding. That is a fact. Like, I'm not talking out the side of my neck, y'all. It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. And Democrats voted for this guy. Jeez Louise.
Because you're racist and you're xenophobic and you're uneducated and you're a bigot. That's where the Democratic Party has went. They also, like, I was a huge advocate for legalizing same-sex marriage because myself and a lot of other liberals were like, equality, equality, equality. But now we have the mainstream Democratic Party who's doing the exact opposite of advocating for equality, which, I mean, at this point, what do you advocate for in this country? But they're advocating for equity, which is the freaking opposite of equality. Okay? So it's like a lot of these liberal ideologies and liberal policies that have been forefront in the Democratic Party, at least in my lifetime, are now bigoted. They're now bad. They're now not reflected at all within the mainstream Democratic Party. And so what did that leave me to do? I had to go vote for Donald Trump. The first time I voted for Donald Trump, I still had TDS, but I was thinking, it's better than voting for those people who are raising their hand on the debate stage saying free healthcare for all. I'm like, I can't do that. Because, I want more affordable healthcare. Who doesn't? Barack Obama, in my opinion, didn't do a very good job, but it's going to make it worse if we try to give free handouts to the whole wide world. I'm just saying. But either way, I encourage all the liberals, and I know more people see it now than they did in 2020 when I walked away. But if you're seeing what I'm seeing, walk away. You don't have to become a Trump fan. You don't have to become a Republican. You don't have to become right wing, but be done with the Democratic Party because they do not represent you. They represent progressive socialism, not liberalism. They actually wish really bad things on you and I.
That's facts. That's facts. And she's right. Hey, you don't have to come over here to the right and become the biggest Trump fan ever. Now, I think if you take a seat and you sit back and you listen, you probably will, right? Case in point, I was one of those individuals myself. At one point in time, I did not like Donald J. Trump. Then I had to ask myself, why? Why? Have I ever sat down and listened to this man's any of his speeches? No. Have I ever sat down and tried to understand him in any way, shape, or form? No. So why don't I try that? And you know what happened? Oh, crap. I'm actually just like this guy. Because if put in the same situation, I would have done the same thing. As a matter of fact, I probably would have gone even further, and I probably would have said something even worse. I'm just like him. I like this guy. You know? So, hey, I think even if you don't start off as a Trump fan over here on the right, you'll quickly become one. 100%. But as always, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you guys smack that like button before you go, all right? Subscribe if you're new. And go and subscribe to my second channel. It is called Extra Rich. Link is down below in the description box. All right? Stay safe out there. Peace and love. I'm out.